Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. I'm feeling real groovy. Yeah, I'm feeling real groovy off the shrooms. Welcome to my sex room. Like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit.
Whatever. Welcome back to another episode of After Dark with Dr. Chocolate, where the lights get low and the conversations get risque, and the truth comes all the way out. No judgment, no filters, and definitely no safe words for these topics tonight. We're talking sex fantasies, relationships, kinks, turn-ons, toxic behavior, body confidence, and all the things people whisper about but secretly want to hear. So clock in, get comfortable, and prepare for your late night checkup because Dr. Chocolate is officially in the building. Let's get into it. And tonight's topic is none other than swinging. Uh, but for YouTube purposes, we're gonna call it couples who share. Okay, swinging is also a consensual. You know, you're never going to stop hearing it. Couples based form of sexual non monogamy, in which a committed couple engages in sexual activity with other couples or individuals, typically in recreational, non romantic contexts. The primary relationship remains the main bond, and emotional exclusivity is usually maintained. It is distinct from polyamory, which involves emotional and often sexual connections with multiple partners, and from open relationships, which may allow separate romantic or sexual relationships. How it works: consent and boundaries. All participants must give informed consent, and couples set clear rules about what is and what isn't allowed. Okay, we're going to share an experience. You know what I'm saying? Swinging is often done together, sometimes in social settings or in events, fostering shared experiences and conversations. Okay, so sometimes they have soft swinging or soft swapping. Impose stricter boundaries such as no intercourse with others, while other arrangements may be more open. They say they got a few benefits, okay? Enhance intimacy and communication. And you know what? It's a must that you got to have communication to do that. Once again, sexual exploration and confidence, okay? Emotional resilience, personal growth, and reconnection, okay? So they say there can be some benefits to this, okay? But there is some important considerations, okay? While benefits can be significant, swinging also carries risks: jealousy and insecurity, stigma and social pressure, misaligned motivations. You know what I'm saying? If y'all swinging for different reasons, it can strain the relationship, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. For one thing, y'all know, most definitely, Ty done brought them clips, okay? If you don't know nothing else, Ty got the clips, right? So let's get into it.
Let's define what a swinger is first. A swinger, let's talk about it on a spectrum. So we have the full swap, probably go spend the night with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and then we have the people who are dipping a toe in it. So
Okay, so they have something that they call a full swap where I guess we it's like the wife swap. Remember the wife swap on the movie? You go spend a couple of days with the wife and y'all have to do, the things of that family. Okay, so they doing a full swap. So I didn't know that was in swinging. I didn't know you could spend a night. Girl, tell me more.
there's this big, huge spectrum that you can fall on. And it doesn't matter if you're a nudist or if you're a full swap couple, you are in the lifestyle. The lifestyle is anything that is not heterosexual monogamous. Now, there are heterosexual monogamous couples that are kinky. Welcome to the lifestyle. There are heterosexual monogamous couples who are in the lifestyle, and we call those vanilla swingers. And they love the environment. They love the excitement, the costumes, the people they get to meet. But unless all the stars align, they don't want to swap.
Right.
And that's perfect. And you have value in
Okay, she said all the stars in line, so the chemistry got to be there for them. So they the vanilla swingers. Boy, I didn't even know different types.
this community, and we really need you in the community. So you're a swinger too.
Okay, thanks for watching them. Shoot. They gave us a little insight to, how they felt about it. Okay. Okay, all right. So we're gonna keep getting into it, and there's gonna be some good and some bad with this. Everything won't be good because, of course, I found different things.
Partner and my partner in turn shares me. Okay, so
Now I thought that was swinging for sure. We sharing each other with other people. That was my definition.
I'm a black male who is a swinger, but most call it the lifestyle these times, and they don't go by the term swinger, they go by the term lifestyle. But I want to address something that most people are afraid to say. Listen, guys, I don't mind sharing my girl with you, but it would only be fair if you bring your girl to share her as well. Which lead me to acknowledgement and respect and boundaries. Listen, you obviously see that we're in a relationship. Why not address us both as if we're in a relationship, not just her? Have a little more respect. Just be a little bit more considerate. Or not. Just bring your partner. Let me smash her and respect her the same way you respect mine. And I feel like it's an even exchange. Being in the lifestyle isn't about the sex. It's about the communication, the transparency, and the honesty that you can share with another individual outside of your main individual, right? Maybe not, but I'm in tune. How about you? Tell me in the comments what y'all think below. Y'all think I'm wrong?
I don't think he wrong. I feel what he was saying. Like, don't approach my girl and you ain't bring a girl for me. We're in this lifestyle. Like, it ain't no one for all. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, we not about to run the train on her or none of that. And you not about to just go sleep with her and I'm just about to stand over here and watch. We both came here to have fun, sir. See, now that's what I thought. Swingers was just supposed to be couples only, but that's not the case either. People are swinging with other people. But I initially thought that you get your man and you swing with another woman and they man, or however. But that's not the case. Swinging has all kind of different stuff going on as we see. So let's go ahead and get into it. Drop a few boundaries for you guys from a lifestyle guy of himself.
My wife and I have in the swinger lifestyle together are boundaries that we are both 100% on board with. And this is what protects and keeps our relationship separate from a little bit of added spiciness. So some of the boundaries that we do have is we do only same room play. We only play.
Okay, so they gotta see each other. So ain't no going to his house or her house. We not spending the night nowhere. We are chilling in the hotel together. Okay.
Together. I only finish with my wife. And when it comes down to kissing, we only kiss or make out with the opposite sex above the neck. Protection is a must. STD testing, those results, we want to see them. You can't be drunk. And any conversations that we do have that revolve around spiciness are in a group chat. Those are some of our big boundaries, and this is what keeps our relationship protected, healthy, our communication open, our trust builds because of protecting those boundaries, and that is the purpose of boundaries. Boundaries help create and build more and more trust, and you get to have a little bit of fun together.
Okay. So he's saying make sure before you even try to start this that you and your person have boundaries. He said he doesn't finish with anybody but his wife. He said they kiss only above the neck. They want to see those charts. I ain't got no problem with it. You know what I'm saying? Your boundaries is cool with me. Because why are we leaving the room when we swinging together? We leave the room. To me, that sounds like we have to, be in other relationships or something. So I don't know. That sounds a little more open relationship than swinging to me. But hey, whatever. They say they got the swinging outside and the inside. So I can go to your house. You can come to mine. Whatever, right? Hey, I'm not in the lifestyle, so I can't really talk about it. I'm learning with you guys. I'm over here trying to figure this thing out. Okay. Now, to go back to what the other guy was saying about bringing a woman for him, there's this guy, he's about to address something too. So I don't know what he was getting to, but I'm thinking it might have been in connection with the whole if you only want a woman thing.
What are your feelings about couples who only want women?
Well, you know what? If they want women, I feel that that's great. But sometimes coming from a man's perspective and coming from a full swap couple's perspective, I think it's kind of.
See, I think that's what he was saying. So that man was saying, hey, he was approaching his woman, and I think he's saying the same thing. Like me and my wife, we do full swap. Don't no woman come over here and speak to me, and don't no man come over here and speak to her. Y'all need to come over here in a couple form to talk to us. And that's what I'm getting, which what I was thinking that the other guy was also saying, like, where's your wife? So y'all go in a couples, be a couple.
Selfish. Unless the woman brings it up and said that's what they're looking for, then it's more believable than when men either type it or say it. Then it seems to be selfish, like you don't want your woman to be with another man. You know what I'm saying? So as a couple, we kind of steer away from those type of couples. We like the couples that are open-minded, and the woman has just much voice as the man.
Okay. I felt that, and give it a little bit, everybody doing something here. It's not one-sided. And that's what they need to have. I feel like we need to have this communication. Hey, we don't do that. And so they got their boundaries. So it seems like couples have their boundaries when they do this type of thing. But let's go ahead and get into a couple where it didn't go well. This is gonna be a long run, but I guess we'll really get to hear everything from this lady right here. I feel like she her and her guy been together for a while, and she's gonna break it all down. It's gonna be long, y'all. So let's get into it.
And I have been married for 20 years. We've got 4 kids. We're very happily married. We've got issues, but nothing earth-shattering or out of the ordinary, I guess. But for the last 10 years of our marriage, we've been open or swinging.
Okay.
Since that started, I've always had just kind of a nagging feeling in the back of my mind that it was wrong. And both grew up very conservative, met at Bible college. We were virgins when we got married. So this is obviously a huge step not in that lineup for us. And it was.
I mean, a wee bit out of the norm. Who brought it up?
It has. He brought it up, of course.
No way. Really?
Yeah, I know. It's shocking. He was reading about how sex is maybe a little bit different in the Bible than what we were taught, which is basically it's bad unless you're married. And it took him on a really wild journey of studying just everywhere in the Bible that talked about sex. And he was like, I don't think sex.
Wait, he used the Bible for that? Okay. So, oh, wow, that got a little wild. I think he was just probably using all his ways to get her to say yes. That's crazy. Okay.
This is cut and dry, as we've been led to believe it is. That led to a lot of questions on his part and maybe a pendulum swing to the other direction where he thought, was thinking that we could open our marriage as long as we were both consenting adults and there was no lying and everything was up front. And I wasn't so excited about that. And I definitely felt that I had everything I needed in the marriage and that I wasn't interested in exploring.
Oh, so you went out of your norm and did it anyway. Oh, see, you got to do it because you want to do it too. So that's kind of crazy. You were kind of pulled in.
Anything.
If he was on the phone, we'd be having a radically different conversation about.
Yeah. I'm trying to give him a lot of benefit of the doubt. And
I don't know whether you're delusional or you are honoring, right? I don't want to talk about somebody when they're not sitting here.
So it's very much a two-way street.
Damn, he said, I don't know whether you delusional or honoring. Damn. She definitely was probably honoring her husband. I don't think she's delusional because she's talking about it right now. So I won't give her that, but okay.
He did not want it to be one and not the other.
Okay.
He actually said he kind of felt bad for me that I was his only experience, or that he was my only experience.
Okay, well, that's a little something because, I mean, that is a reason to feel bad for each other. And you guys being each other's only experience, but you guys could have just, I don't know. I don't know, but I guess that's the way he got out. He got out of there.
But for him, he wanted to go sleep with other people, and for it to be okay for him, he needed you to sleep with other people. So
okay, he put it in the words that I couldn't even fathom.
So that he could sleep at night. He has an allergy to maturity. He has an allergy to discomfort. And what he will do is use any tool at his disposal. Children, the Bible, anything that will justify him not doing a thing that he finds not pleasurable. Of course, sleeping with people feels good in the moment. It's sex. And when I look at you and say, till death do us part, I am anchoring into bedrock, into concrete, that you are my person. My pushback is you don't have to have sex with other people to work hard on your communication. What you have to do for the first time in your marriage is say, I am finished. And here's what I am finished means. I'm not sleeping with anybody else. The marriage we had is over. I want to build a new one where fidelity and integrity means something.
No, that's not happening. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I guess that was some good advice for you to tell her, but she might as well just, the marriage is over. You could have just left it at that because her trying to say she want to start over after they been like that for 10 years already. Your relationship has been open for 10 years. He is having the time of his life, okay? He is loving it. You the only one got a problem, so at this point, you're gonna have to go on and break free, my sister. Yeah, that's how you're gonna have to do that. Well, let's get into it. We got some more clips. They want y'all to know something. So here's what they want y'all to know.
To expose all the swingers on TikTok by telling you the things we want you to know about swinging. First of all, swinging will not fix your relationship. We cannot reiterate this enough.
First things first. Baby, kind of goes with what the last little conversation was going about. He wanted to do what he wanted to do. She really didn't. And she broke down and did it anyway. So don't do it to fix anything because they're asking you and they're begging you and they want to. If you don't want to do it, then you just can't go along with it. You can't be a go along to get along. Because now you done added all these little bodies and had sex with all these people and you still not having fun. While he having fun, you ready to be done. So don't do anything. What she said, please, it's not gonna fix your relationship.
Sometimes even a healthy relationship just can't survive the swinger lifestyle. People experience various levels of jealousy, and if your relationship is already on rocking ground or trust has already been broken, swinging is not going to fix that for you. And we want couples to know that for some couples, swinging might just be better as a fantasy. We've discussed how you need to have a strong relationship and trust in your partner to be successful in the swinger lifestyle. Some people just can't get over the idea of swinging, but they still find the idea attractive. Maybe keeping that as a fantasy is best. No one says you have to go out and become a swinger if you don't want to. And the main thing we want all of you to know is that swinging is still very much misunderstood. People who have been outed as swingers have had their jobs and families negatively impacted. So plenty of swingers keep their activities on the down low. Some of them even use false identities and names when they're swinging.
Damn, that be messing with people's jobs too. That's crazy work. Did not know that. Okay, you see? So that's why people be hiding everything, because you just can't do nothing no more. Anything you do that gets out, you can get in trouble or lose your whole livelihood over it. So y'all, if y'all do want to be a swinger and you want to attend the sex parties and all that stuff, maybe use aliases and go to only mask clubs where you gotta wear a mask or something so that you can't be seen because man, we wouldn't want nobody catching pictures of you. Well, I'm pretty sure those places don't allow phones and things like that. You probably gotta check that type of stuff in at the door. Like I really hope so because wow, that would be weird being in a place with a bunch of phones, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully that's not the case. Oh man, okay.
Easier for women in this world. It is harder for men to find those connections, right?
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, even just from a marriage perspective, right? Like you're married and then you're trying to bring up, oh, I want to introduce a third person. If you as the guy is bringing it up and you're like, well, I want it to be a girl. Well, now that's selfish, right? At least that's how what's a good way of saying this? Your wife is not familiar with the lifestyle, right? Here's that you want to bring a woman into the bedroom now in her head, and maybe you can relate, Kate, or you can elaborate,
Right, you sound like you only want the fun for you. You don't really want your wife to have no fun. So you can't say, hey, babe, let's swing, but then she don't get no, fun in it. Because what if she's not bisexual or anything or not even attracted to women? She's coming in a swinger or agreeing with you, thinking that she going to be able to do the same thing you doing, if that's what he's saying.
This is from my perspective, but in her head, right, if I came to her and said, hey, babe, I want to introduce another girl, right, let's call up your girlfriend. Let's put her in a bedroom. She in her head is going to think, well,
you just want some extra.
Yeah, or she's going to think I'm not good enough, right?
Why is it different for you? Why is it different to want an extra man then?
Well, in her mind, now it's not like, oh, well, Christian just wants to have fun with this dude.
Right. So it's not the concept that's different. It's if you as the man want to get into this world,
yep,
you're basically saying the hack is to introduce another dude.
Exactly.
That's the door that
let
opens.
your wife know that you are 100% okay with this, right? Because if
you absolutely got to let her know you're 100% okay with it, because that's pretty deep. It's already deep to be okay with it. But and as a man, if you want to swing, then you that means you want it to go both ways. You want everybody to get something out of it. Other than that, you could just ask for a threesome. So by saying swing, you automatically want your wife to, have, interaction with another man while you have it with another woman. This is what you want. This is what you're okay with. So you got to understand that. Don't join the swinging life if you're not okay with seeing her with somebody else. And you got to be okay with knowing that she's looking at you with somebody else. Like, you got to know that. You got to be ready for that. That's to me, that's kind of hard, but there's people out there that can do it, And if y'all down, y'all down. Get into it. You know what I'm saying? Have the best of the best. Have all the fun that you need to have.
If a dude's going to get emotional, it's going to be when your wife is getting by another guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
If the girl's going to get emotional, it's likely going to be when her husband's another girl. But we're emotional, sure, but women are much more emotional than men are, just naturally, right? And that connection for them a lot of times is emotional. Even in it does not like, oh, I love you, let's go. But if there's no
Have some of that too.
if there's and I've matured and became that way, but as a young guy you're just like, oh, she's hot, let's go. Like, that's the guy's perspective.
The emotion.
Okay. He was having a hard time getting it out, but he made it. He made it. Okay, guys. I do have a couple more clips. We have another one basically talking about the opposite side of doing it. What happened when they were doing it or however they felt.
Somebody losing their couple to this lifestyle.
All the time. That's why I say it's not for everybody.
Gotcha.
I have seen, I don't know if you remember, I have seen a girl chase her man towards the door of the party. And the guy was like, fuck that. It's either me or this party. And he walked.
Damn, okay. Well, why did he come to the party with her?
Out. And she wiped the tears off her face, and she went back upstairs and got her some dick.
Damn. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Okay, it was the party then. She chose up. It was the party. Boy, look, she liked you. She wanted y'all to come to the party because you wasn't enough satisfaction, okay? She was trying to help you get you son while she got her son, but you just couldn't stand it. So yeah, you had to go. Damn. This is the last and final clip. I am so done with them.
Boundaries for couples in the swinging lifestyle, part 2. Hi, I'm Bella.
I'm Jace.
We've been in the swinging lifestyle for 8 years now, and we create content trying to normalize alternative relationships.
8 years, that mean they holding it down, huh?
So one rule is equal play. Equal play is where everyone that is in the group is getting an equal amount of attention. You have separate play. Separate play is whenever a couple is doing something without the presence of their partner. So that could be different rooms, but you're not playing with your own personal partner. Another rule is no kissing above the neck. So maybe on the body is fine, but for some people, kissing lips.
Oh, wait, he said no kissing above the neck. The other guy said only kissing above the neck. See, everybody had their own rules. See? So establish your own rules, basically, okay? You and your partner get together and find out what you're okay with, what you're not okay with, blase.
Is too intimate. Another rule is soft swap only. Soft swap is a rule where people swap partners and do oral, but there is no penetration involved.
Oh, that's what soft spot is. Only oral. Oh, okay. That would be a no-go for me. Okay, just no. You only gonna do oral. Okay. So they got kissed above the neck, kissed below the neck. Okay. So we learned a lot today, I think. It was a short amount of time. This was not a long episode, but I definitely learned some things, and I hoped you did too. Oh my God. So this has been another episode of After Dark, and that is a wrap. So whether you did agree or you disagree, whether you laughed, blushed, or got a little uncomfortable tonight, I do thank you for spending your late night hours with me. Please, please, please don't forget to like, subscribe, join the membership, and turn on those notifications so you never miss a late night appointment. Until next time, protect your peace, know your worth, and keep it sweet now.
Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. I'm feeling real groovy. Yeah, I'm feeling real groovy off the shrooms. Welcome to my sex room. Like the way I'm doing it. I'm throwing that shit back like boom. Welcome to my sex room. He like the way I'm doing